In a world of plastic fairings, oversized egos, and roaring dinosaurs, there exists a machine that doesn't shout. It doesn't beg for attention. It earns it. It's not the fastest, loudest, or most expensive bike on the market, but for many, it's a fan favorite. It's for the riders who'd rather turn heads with style rather than noise. This is the Husqvarna Svartpilen 401.
What is going on, everyone? What you are looking at right here is a very unique looking motorcycle, and this is a 2022 Husqvarna Svartpilen 401. And is it futuristic looking? Is it retro looking? Is it kind of somewhere in between? It's hard to say, but it does turn a lot of heads, and it's either you love it or you hate the design. And for me, I love it. Obviously, I got it, and it kind of had this really cool color to this specific model here. It's almost like a brownie beige color, but anyways, this is just a walk around of it, and let's hop on the bike and actually talk about it and go for a ride. Right away, you can see on the dash here, what you see, you have fuel range. So right now, 160 kilometers, you got a fuel indicator there, your RPM range. You can have it displayed your speedometer right here, trip info, so just your basics, time, everything like that. Alright, so this bike, it says Husqvarna 401. It's actually not 400 cc's, it's 373 cc's, but I guess 401 kind of rolls off the tongue better than 373. And it's a single cylinder 4-stroke, making 44 horsepower, and it revs up to around 13,000 RPM, says the tachometer, but I've never got it that high. This bike has a fuel range of about, on a full tank, you could get probably between 160 and 180 kilometers off a full tank, and this tank is a 9.5 liter tank size. And it does have adjustable suspension, both front and rear. I've had this bike for a couple weeks now, and I gotta say, I love it a lot. This bike is, I think, my most fun bike that I've ever ridden, so the Fireblade is fun in a different way. The Fireblade's cool because just the pure speed of it, but this bike, it's so light feeling and so nimble. It's great for city riding, I'll tell you that. It's absolutely perfect for in the city. On the highways, it's not bad. I mean, it is a naked bike, so you get blasted with the wind a bit more than what you'd do on your normal motorcycle, but I am ordering a tiny windshield for it that comes up maybe a bit like that, so that way when you're going highway speeds, it's not completely blasting in the chest with wind. From what I've read online, it has a max speed of around 160 kilometers an hour, so it's perfectly fine for going on the highway. Now, are you gonna want to do like long distance touring on this bike? I don't think so. That's just not really meant for that. It's more meant for urban style, like some people call it urban explorer, scrambler style. This is the scrambler version of the Husqvarna 401. There's two versions of it. There's the Svartpilen, which has clip-on bars, and it's more the seating position, you lean forward more. This is a more upright, more focused for a bit light off-roading. And when I say like light off-roading, I mean like gravel roads, fire trails, stuff like that. Like you're not going to be taking this on a single track and doing any crazy stuff like that. I would not recommend that. But can it handle like some light off-roading? Sure, why not? You know, the tires that comes with stock, they're pretty good in terms of on-road, off-road. This video wouldn't do this bike justice if I didn't at least go off-road for a second. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go off the pavement and go onto this road here. And this leads up to the wind turbine. Nice light gravel road here. As you can see, it's going pretty nicely. People have done donuts here. Look at this. Look how big this is. Oh, it hurts my neck to look up that high. That's crazy. Look how big it is. Let's get off the bike for a second. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Am I supposed to be here? I don't know. But let's get out of here. See, this is the kind of stuff that you can do where you probably wouldn't feel too comfortable if you just had a straight up sport bike doing this on gravel. One thing about this bike that I love is it has a quick shifter, which not a lot of reviews online talk about that, which is a shame because I think it's a great feature. The way this quick shifter works on this particular bike, anything past second gear you can use the quick shifter. So watch, I'm shifting into first to second normally, clutch in. After that I can just go up, and I gotta say it's really smooth. Going up, very smooth. Going down, also smooth, not as smooth as upshifting I would say, but I love the quick shifter. It's definitely a really cool feature on this bike. And this bike, the previous owner added some additional aftermarket parts, like you saw in the walk around. He added the front light guard, which kind of protects the headlight, I guess, if you're off-roading from branches, and it just looks cool. Honestly, I like the look of it. Besides that, tail tidy kit. The stock license plate holder on this I think is pretty bad. I don't like it. It comes out on the swing arm and it goes over the tire. So I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to tidy up the tail, make it look nice, but in return you would have this big giant thing sticking off the left side holding the license plate, and I'm not a fan of that. So mine's tail tidied, remove that piece, and it's nice. Ergonomics are good. I'm 6'2". It does like seem like a small bike, which it is kind of a small bike, but when you're sitting on it, I don't really feel like it's a small bike. It feels normal. It is very comfortable. I haven't ridden this any long distance yet, but that is coming. Honestly, this bike attracts a lot of people. Like if you're a sport rider, I think you'll like the looks of this bike. It's kind of retro, kind of future, kind of modern. And then if you're a more classic style biker, you like Harleys, that kind of stuff, it kind of has some of those aspects as well. So it kind of attracts different genres from both sides, and I like it a lot. I'll show you guys the quick shifter in action here and how fast you can actually use it. See, it's quick. You can just boom, boom, boom. And it does sound really nice too. It's like the classic thumper sound of this bike. It is very nice. But honestly, this bike, it reminded me why I love motorcycling. It reminded me of when I got my first bike, and that feeling of just, you're on a bike, it's something new, and it's just pure fun. That's what this bike is. It's just pure fun. You can just go around corners really nicely. It accelerates really nice. It's just a straight up classic motorcycle, and it's a head turner too.
So is the Svartpilen 401 perfect? No, but that's okay. It's not trying to be perfect. That's not the point of this bike. It's lightweight, loud enough, and just weird enough to make your neighbor Google what kind of bike you're riding. This bike is proof that 44 horsepower is more than enough to put a smile on your face.